Hello friends, I made this for. In light of recent events, I wanted to make a quick video with some thoughts and feelings and some tips on how to channel this energy. And of course, open up some space, opportunity if you wish to join. Links to Discord and Patreon are down below. Discord is free. Join us on Wednesday for some Art for Anger. And of course, this video is about Art for Anger. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But if you want to join in a community ritual, I'm opening up my Patreon monthly circles to everyone this month because I don't know, we're just in a really weird place, and there's a lot of ways to channel our energy. Some of this energy can be channeled through activism, through donating funds to helping folks in need. But for some of us, that might not be possible, or we might be able to do that, but still have some more you might want to release. And of course, I share all the time that I'm an art ritual facilitator. And so I am holding a Art for Anger ritual over on Patreon on Monday. That's happening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link to my Patreon is in the link tree, and the link to that circle is public. It's not privated to or just specifically to folks who are patrons. This month I want to just open it up a little bit more. And so feel free to check out those links, including the Discord, where I'll go into a little bit more detail about Art for Anger, as well as do another ritual on there as well. So choose your own adventure. Come to both if you wish. But Art for Anger, to me, is a really powerful tool. I use it for my heavy emotions, most definitely. And to me, Art for Anger is all about bringing a level of awareness that's incredibly important, and really acknowledging our emotional landscape, our feelings, and not turning away, not being afraid from what weird or just even just disturbing way our art might come through. Because in all circles for art as ritual, I always encourage people to remove judgment. But when we are channeling very raw emotions, that's even more important. So I have a art ritual video that I'll definitely link at the end if you want to kind of see how I practice art as a ritual, what sort of, what's the formula that I tend to use. But of course, know that as a facilitator of this magic, I am always telling folks there's no wrong way. And I mean, perhaps the only wrong way is to say you can't do it and not even try, right? There's really no wrong way. Stillness can be art as ritual. Talking with friends or people that don't agree with you or do agree with you, that is on its own art as ritual. So one of the things we'll talk about Wednesday as well as Monday is thinking about visual language. Like, what are the visual representations that are coming up for you, and do you want to draw them as such, right? So one example of Art for Anger, and I shared this on my TikTok, I'm still working on it, but this is the raw piece that I started. This is the underpainting because it's acrylic. I'll eventually go over it with oil. But when I first heard about the leaked document, this is what came up for me. And with any piece of art I make, I don't know how it's going to go when I begin. I really just put my trust in the process. And this is what came forward. Obviously, this is about the Supreme Court because it is a abstract kind of pussy with wetness as well as bleeding. And so for me, I knew I wanted to paint a yoni, but the image of the face, the drops, all of that was really just coming through intuitively as a channel on these emotions. And I like to think of this little friend as my, maybe my protector down there. Maybe this is who guards my spiritual space. But yeah, Art for Anger is all about kind of tapping into that visual language that feels authentic to you, and channeling it. And authentic can mean really anything. That could mean scribbling. That could mean tearing up paper and gluing it back down again. There's something so powerful in destroying as a form of creation. So when I say Art for Anger, that's also part of it. Art for Anger can mean balling up your piece of paper, putting it out flat, and just scribbling all over it. As long as you're taking the energy that is within our hearts, our minds, our bodies, and just moving it in a way that creates some sort of release. That is what is really important for art as a ritual around anger, really receiving your emotions without judgment, receiving your vision without judgment. And so to kind of top that off, when I say receiving your emotions without judgment, I mean, sometimes emotions are heavy, right? And this was a little art ritual, bud. I have another one to grab. It's not the prettiest. It's not the most, oh wow, isn't that sweet? No, this is how I was feeling. Again, very similar to the other one. I made this after that one, and same visual language, but just explored a little differently with a mask along with an eye. This is just how I have been processing. I haven't actually made any art since the announcement. And I think that is because for me, I'm sitting and I'm processing before I process it a little more. And I share that because we all have to take the time that we need to take to process what is happening. And there's no right or wrong timeline for that. You might be ready to join us in ritual this week. And maybe you're not, and that's okay. Come back to this video if you are feeling ready to engage with art as ritual for anger, art for anger. That's all I wanted to say, and I hope you are taking breaks from social media, being kind to yourself, reaching out to friends if you need it, and of course, take naps, drink water, just rest, because this is hard, this is big, and you deserve to nurture yourself, because this might be a long fight, but we are in it together. I hope to see you in Sacred Circle if that feels right for you. And until next time, I love you.